Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the Oscar winner for Best Picture of 1976, and it's also the very first installment of a franchise from MGM starring Sylvester Stallone, and that is Rocky. Rocky is about a small-time boxer named Rocky Balboa who is basically from working class Philadelphia, and he's chosen to take on the reigning world heavyweight champion Apollo Creed when the undefeated fighter's opponent is injured. While training with former contender Mickey Goldmill, Rocky begins a relationship with Adrian, the wallflower sister of his meat packer pal Paulie. And of course, we know the movie is also known for its training montages, its famous music, and of course the training montages where Rocky puts his arms and hands in the air. Yeah. So, and of course, this, and of course, like I said, the first Rocky is also the first installment of the Rocky franchise, and yeah, that's all. So. Earlier this evening, I actually watched the whole movie of the first Rocky on Netflix because I saw almost all the Rocky films are currently streaming on Netflix right now, while the 2006 movie Rocky Balboa is on Paramount Plus. But for today, I actually watched the first Rocky that started all in 1976 on Netflix, and I gotta agree with you guys, this movie is amazing. It's awesome and badass and fantastic. Yeah, and I think I gotta say, it's definitely one of MGM's best movies that they ever made. Yeah, and I gotta say, the best scenes in the movie are basically the training montage, and of course, the final fight sequence, like the final boxing fight sequence. Yeah, and of course we can't forget about the performances. Sylvester Stallone does a great job playing Rocky Balboa, I think Rocky Balboa is definitely an awesome character played by Sylvester Stallone. And Carl Weathers was also great in the movie too as Apollo Creed, because Carl Weathers actually plays the original Apollo Creed in the original Rocky. Because we know in the Creed movies, Apollo Creed was actually played by Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan played Apollo Creed in the Creed films. Yeah. And of course, my boss at high school, like at the high school cafeteria, even told me about the Rocky films, in terms of the story itself does get pretty interesting for like the first half of the Rocky films, and until we get to the point of the final fight sequence and the training montages, and yeah, because. And like I said, this is the first installment of the Rocky franchise, and then of course it got some sequels like Rocky 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course we know the 2006 movie is called Rocky Balboa, which it may sound the title Rocky Balboa may sound like a remake or a reboot of the original Rocky, but it's actually just another film in the same series. Which I know I have seen the Creed movies, like I said, because I know about the Creed movies, and I saw the second movie in theaters, and I'm also gonna check out the third Creed movie tomorrow afternoon with my dad and Uncle Charles. So yeah, stay tuned for my review on Creed 3. And maybe one of these days I may check out the other Rocky movies. Because I heard that the last two Rocky movies, like 4 and 5, I heard those weren't even that good at all. Because I think between the first two Rockies and the first three, I think that from what I heard, those are actually the good ones. But so far, I gotta say, the original Rocky, the first Rocky, I think is the best one. Most people even say Rocky Balboa was also the second best Rocky film. Rocky Balboa that came out in 2006. And of course, the training montages where from when I did some research on the 2006 movie Rocky Balboa, it's like Rocky Balboa only has one arm in the air in the 2006 movie. But of course the most famous training montage would have to be in this first movie where it's where Rocky puts his arms and hands in the air. like for the training montage. And you know, the music in this movie is like so awesome, and it's definitely one of the most famous music pieces in film and cinema history. And yeah, the performances I also think are well done too. Like I said, for between Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa and Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed. Yeah. So overall, Rocky was an awesome, fantastic, awesome, and it's also like a classic masterpiece movie from MGM. And definitely one of Sylvester Stallone's best movies he worked on. And I'm gonna give Rocky 5 out of 5 stars. If you've not seen Rocky yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're missing out. I recommend checking out the original Rocky, and of course, like I said, if you haven't watched the Creed movies, I recommend them. And there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for my movie review on Rocky. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And of course, stay tuned for my Creed 3 movie review after I see it tomorrow afternoon with my dad and Uncle Charles at Regal. Until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.